Awesome. Just finish adjusting some of the windows here so I can try to see everything from a single screen. Okay.
I see you.
Just volume. Okay. Game volume versus my voice looks pretty okay. Please tell me if that's different on your end.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Well, alright then. There we go. Wait, did I not? Oh, there we go. Okay, there's no stairs out here.
How much for the nut?
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into the area too, though.
I know this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
Yeah, thought this place was a little familiar.
The passage is here, past this wall. Yes? This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gel's. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the Lady of Time and Space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals.
Okay. Says I'm not over encumbered, it's just forcing that on me.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Didowet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people? Or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea?
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say
That there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop. Ah, the portal.
looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments. No,
What's going on?
the sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful. They just keep coming. What a relief.
Jump in!
Avalok. There it is. Vapors don't look terribly inviting. Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated.
this one seems pretty good.
Should avoid those clouds, or bolt through them.
Aw, okay, that's fine. Thanks for tuning in, though. Crap. I think I just need to book it for this one. There we go.
Cold. Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
Okay. So heal up a little bit. It's over here. If anything. Ooh, there we go. That was a cliff. That was a cliff.
Cold. Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
Alright. Heal up a little bit more. There it goes. There we go. I think this was, quote-unquote, the intended path. Traveler's notes. The worst part, the all-encompassing quiet. It's like there's not a living soul around, only snow, snow, everywhere snow, as far as the eye can see. So much snow, you just really couldn't believe it. Though sometimes we find people still alive in their homes, everyone is hungry, everyone is frozen to the bone, but no one refuses help. They let us warm ourselves by their fire and regain strength before we move on towards the lighthouse. They say they say food supplies have not yet run out. I wonder, does anything happen if I ignite that? It makes a fire. Alright. thing I wanted to check really quick. I want to see if this works. Ooh, some twine. Sun.
Light in a place like this. Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage. Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
Nope, that doesn't work. Indoors, there we go. Oh, that's a
Of
noise.
course. What else? Might have expected this.
Okay. On the one hand, get to the White House. On the other hand, loot all the buildings.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
A little bit.
You have. You fought Eredin's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eredin start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Where are we? World of the Enel?
No. This is Ted Dera, the time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
So calm when you say that.
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the Enel.
He got any weaknesses?
Yes. He's righteous.
I was hoping we wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Where'd your journey take you?
Through a world whose son had just died. I barely reached the next passage in time.
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next. When will it open?
Shortly. At last.
This Tyr Nalia?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Despite significant measures already undertaken, the situation in the outer regions of Telathna Vale, Telathna Lilia, and Telathna Corvée provinces have not improved. Sages sent to handle the matter in the field have only succeeded in delaying the advance of the White Frost, which slowly yet surely engulfs more and more territory. We must accept that Telathna Bune is completely lost. They did not reach it in time. I recommend evacuation of the endangered provinces with a strengthening and radicalization of measures intended to seethe on Shade territory. Otherwise, I must ask to be freed of the responsibility for provinces under my jurisdiction. Oof.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated.
Again, I need to edit it on YouTube again.
Why are they here?
I believe we're done for the day, my tulip. Be a dear and leave us alone. For I think we can agree this matter is between us and us alone, correct? Crevan of Spain, Coman Maca, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketmil. Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Crevan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Didn't come here for tea.
I must admit, you appearing here, quite the surprise, Witcher. Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avalach is honest with you? Just curious.
No, but honesty's not a facet of your species, so quit spewing bile. Won't gain you anything.
I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I've come to tell you who killed our king.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me. So I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
You've been a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
Better believe it. This way, please.
Witcher Geralt, a true man of action. Might I know where we're going?
To the world of the Enshe. Directly this time.
Let's go, before any guards show up.
Picasso. Okay.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Greetings, Cyril. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
Avalach blackmailed you. Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised. Where is it?
You will see it. In your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king? What then? Am I to incite the NL against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Avalach our new king?
Don't flatter yourself. Defy Eredin. That's all you need to do.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my king's last moments.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
The king is dead. Long live the king.
You must face him on your terms. In this world, in a place of your choosing. It's your only chance. Sail to Skellige and find the Sunstone. With it, you will summon the Naga Fair. Eredin will come too. Should he call for reinforcements, no NL will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tir na Liar will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it, we should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avalach knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let Gels go too easily.
Can never be too careful.
Agreed. Yet I do believe Gels will keep his word. Withhold support from Eredin.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that?
Defeating Eredin will be no small feat, but we will accomplish it. Find the sorceresses of the lodge, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
Couldn't help it. Grew curious about this little matter you have to resolve.
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
lead the way.
We'll start with the bits.
Who are we gonna visit?
You'll see.
I'm all curious now. Who are we gonna go visit?
Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Wrong direction. Horson's headquartered on Temple Isle.
So I thought. But I think we should check something first. Zoltan claims the word in town is we're more likely to run into Horson around here.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
Stupid old goat! You stink!
Get out of here.
Little shit.
Not what I thought I'd find.
Horson Jr. wasn't a pious man, but there came a moment when he prayed to all the gods at once for his life. Since the gods disliked Junior, they granted his prayer. Years later, he had just one regret, that at the moment in question, he hadn't surrendered to death, for he had had the courage then to do so, courage he would never have again. Wonder what happened to him.
We'll soon find out.
Who's there?
Remember me?
You cunt. You little ass-fucked whore. You pay for what you did to me.
I'd watch your words if I were you.
Witcher! It's all your fault. Happy? You cocksucker? I've naught left. Not a bloody scrap. Human dignity left. No! Little shit!
On the way here, I didn't know what I'd do. Killing him was definitely an option.
Still want to?
No. This is worse.
Let's go.
We've done the hardest part. Only the pleasant bits left now.
Where are we going?
The Golden Sturgeon. A girl who works there helped me.
This girl we're going to see. Who is she again?
A friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The Temple Guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I'd take after you.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken it.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners. You're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees? Eugen. He slew half the village. Dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty good advice your friend's offering.
Sorry.
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, Ciri. Who's your charming companion?
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt!
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Ciri, of course. Other ladies, however...
Bee, I'm standing right here.
Alright. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of our Witcher.
I will. So long. So, your friend, Bee.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt, you're terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the Temple Guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valda. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to Bee. And through Bee, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Alright. The short version, I guess.
Where's this friend of yours?
There! Baldo!
Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Mostly lies, I bet.
Ah, if it's a lie that since her youngest years you've been her friend and mentor, then indeed. She is a bold-faced liar. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
That is not quite what I intended to say.
Start resettling non-humans.
But okay.
We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses, and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade Annax for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
Any way we can help?
Oh, don't fret about us. We always get by somehow. Right, Ciri? What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
Ciri, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Gladly.
A man after my own spirit. Come.
I think I'm not gonna try to win this one.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming. Giddy up.
You were faster once!
Giving you a head start.
What? That makes no sense.
Come on, Roach.
That's not Roach. But okay.
I'll kill you for that.
Faster, you're trailing.
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Seems you've slowed.
Just want to admire you from the side. On form and fast as...
Good race.
Thanks. Truly swift, this mare.
The swiftest horse is worth no more than a mule without a good rider. Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwen's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
I feel like this moment is lulling us into a false sense of security.
Worked out nicely, don't you think?
What are you talking about?
You and Triss. Never expected it, to be honest.
Life's full of surprises.
So, how did the two of you...
End up together? With Yen, it was fight after fight. Lots of arguments, drama. Not saying it was bad, but...
But what?
Got to be exhausting. With Triss, it's not. I finally feel harmony, calm. Feel like things are the way they're supposed to be.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town. Not worry a whit about anything.
Fairy tale life. But we gotta defeat the Wild Hunt first.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
You promised!
In jest?
Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. It's so like to be ordinary.
Your life is yours, exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned Elder Blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Can always renounce a gift, turn it down.
It's not that easy. I tried once, remember? Besides, even if doing that were to free me of Eredin, there will always be those with some kind of plan that includes me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalach.
Avalach's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avallac'h will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
Bonfires, wine, jugglers. What more could you ask for?
I could name a few things I'd trade it for, but it's a life.
You seem concerned. Things not go well with the merchant?
Lost cause. The man refused to trade. I said I'd buy. He asked 3 arms and a host of legs for one healthy animal. We need horses. But we'll have to find another way to get them.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
Just buy the horses. Why can't you?
With what coin?
Ciri gave you a full pouch.
Enough for 1 at most, whereas at the least we need 4.
Geralt, stop fussing. We'll not strip the merchant bare, and it's finally a chance to do something other than run from the Wild Hunt. Don't make us beg.
Gotta be another way to solve this. It just so happens I got some coin I could lend you.
We'd have no way to repay you.
Wouldn't have to.
Shame the Emperor doesn't have another daughter. We could buy all the horses in Novigrad.
A generous offer, but not one to resolve this situation. The merchant didn't object to our coin. He objected to us. I'll not trade with such scum. Believe those were his words. And if he'll not trade, we've no choice but to steal from him.
What can I do? Gotta help those in need.
Yes, yes, yes!
Must say, you didn't seem the type to me.
What type?
Steady. Time to go. We'll meet by the stables.
Alright, the fun begins.
Agar, keep a lookout. Ciri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Geralt?
Locked. Gotta find another way in.
Okay. I think the guard is asleep. Maybe not.
key. Quick, get in here.
Finally!
Well, time for that one guy to change his face paint, I think.
Woohoo! We did it!
Excellent work! Did you see the two fools who tried to chase us?
Almost tripped over their own boots.
Thanks, Geralt. That was splendid.
Yeah, a nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help, and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
I must bid Valdo farewell.
All right. See you at Dandelions then. Got some things to take care of in town.
See you, Geralt.
Leveled up again. Alright, let's improve my dodge ability.
Illusionist. He would always perform in a mask. His choice act? Sawing women from the audience in half.
Alright. Talk to Triss first, just to be safe.
Ever heard the legends of the White Wolf?
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots. Besides, I'd never let anything happen to Ciri. You know that. Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the launch? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
You can count Kira out.
I sincerely hope we can contact Philippa and Rita in time.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
I do.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a Dimeridian band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no. A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea. Let's go.
Alright, here we go. The controller's just vibrating, I don't know. It stopped. In Gildorf.
We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham, et thuir, Robert Mekele, Alfelte.
What's that?
Nothing. A preliminary image.
What?
Stop interrupting, I have to focus.
Graham, et thuir, de agnes Kerle, es pirshena a et clates.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her. At his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
That was the recent past. Anything might happen to her in Dijkstra's hands. Let's go.
Not so fast. The first image. What was that?
Nothing. Really.
Don't brush me off. I know how hydromancy works. Image appeared because you're thinking about it.
It was... King Tancred asked me to become his court advisor in Kavir.
You mentioned Kavir in the lighthouse. I understand why now. The vision was of a house, not a royal court.
It's the house that awaits us in Pont Vanis. When we're done here, when all this is over, once we've defeated the hunt and Ciri's safe, I'd like us to live there, together.
Ooh, boy. Yo ho, a Witcher's life for me.
I'm surprised. Don't really know what to say.
You don't need to decide right away, but I'm glad you know. I was afraid how you'd react. It's a big deal. Resettling to a permanent home. If you don't want this, I'll turn it down. What I really want is to be with you, to be together, and...
Triss,
Yes?
we'll be together. And you don't need to turn anything down.
I'll tell you the details later. Right now, we need to get Philippa.
Right.
Come on. I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the Dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
Fuck.
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out! Goddamn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stays here!
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back. Damn, she cast a spell on them.
I have to take him out. Down the ladder. Whee!
Philippa, wait!
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood? Stand here. Let no one pass.
Witcher, no past go. Bertie, birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too. She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go say, but no let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old Drowner eat.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make ache very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
Want to help you.
Help me die. Don't hold your breath.
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks! You will not take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Baby Ruth. Yeah, kinda. We're gonna want Okay, I need... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I already have it equipped. Oh, balls! I don't know how I suddenly...
What's happened? So quiet all of a sudden.
Dang it.
Gotta avoid hurting her.
Made it.
Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
What do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
I remember you, little Bond, but this is no time for a lover's quarrel.
But it's an excellent time to settle a score. Philippa will come with me, and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
Always knew the value of information, Dijkstra.
Which is why I don't believe you have anything I don't already know.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard wasn't able to sway the Trade Corporation.
Opposition nibbling at his arse, eh? Seems the White Flame won't dance on the graves of his foes much longer.
His daughter has returned. The Emperor wants to abdicate, give her the throne.
Cirilla? Impossible. This could shift the tide of war. Provided, of course, you're not mistaken.
Emperor himself told me. So, information's firsthand.
Emir's a lying whore.
When it comes to his daughter's future, doubt it.
You've no idea of the importance of this information. A change on the Imperial throne could bring the war to an end. Radovid's sure to be delighted. If Emir sounds the retreat, there'll be no force left that could possibly stop that madman. Especially in light of our bloody aborted plan.
You didn't actually believe you could do it. Radovid's crazy, but he's no idiot. Knows all too well there are dozens out there who'd...
Silence.
Do I understand you correctly? You want to kill Radovid? Well, Siggy, I am impressed. Doubted you still had it in you, frankly. Sadly, as you well know, Radovid has sought refuge on his boat. He's guarded so closely, I'd not be at all surprised to learn he shares his bed each night with 2 sentries.
You know too much, Phil. Yet one more reason why you must die.
Dijkstra, Philippa's not gonna die. We're done discussing that. Forget about it.
Situation's changed, Witcher. She's in a position now to foil my plans.
Do you really think I will run to warn the man who gouged my eyes out?
Think you might want to hear her out. Dare say Philippa despises Radovid at least as much as you do.
I'm content someone apart from myself has finally gotten the idea to rid the world of the degenerate.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
Currently, only 2 individuals stand to draw Radovid off his boat. Emir and myself.
You'd agree to be the bait?
I fear you'd be hard-pressed to convince Emir to dangle himself as such.
Fat fucking chance. Geralt, I wouldn't trust this cunt to hard-boil my eggs.
Rightly so, I'm terrible with eggs. But think on this. Radovid hears that you've captured me. Will he not throw caution to the wind? Will he not jump at the chance to kill me, personally, with his bare hands?
Out of the question. Geralt, get her out of here before I burst her testicle. And then we must meet with our friends. I've leased a warehouse portside. Be sure to come.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you alright?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be alright?
Yeah, thanks for your help.
I kind of want to do this quest now.
Best deal around. One for the price of 2. Whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn on
real fire. Nuh-uh, it is too.
There we go. Fast travel over to the docks.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Ah.
Go ahead. You just don't look well.
My mum says I'll turn into a strigger if I don't eat my dinner.
What's left to think about? Shackle the Whoreson! He was out to murder me! Liar! Won't pin this on me, Dan Vin. Right?
Uh-oh.
What's the problem?
Fuck! Another non-human! You're everywhere!
Silence! Now we'll do this quick. I've got a little witcher chore. You willing?
Little chores aren't usually worth the pay.
Well, this will be, don't you, Fred? Now just be quick about it. I've wasted enough time on these 2 pricks. They share a warehouse. Monsters cropped up in it.
Cropped up? On its own? You put it there. You meant it to rip my noodle off so you could get your paws on my goods.
Don't try to spin this, shorty.
I don't care who's sick the ghoul or the strigger on who. Beast's got to be dealt with. That's that. So what'll it be, would ya?
Fine, I'll see to it.
I'll not have it. Non-humans, they stick together. These 2 are like to prove it's no ghoul at all, but my dear departed Nan.
I didn't get a good look at the mug, but now you mention it, it could very well be.
Shut it! Or I'll send inspectors to your storehouse just as soon as the monster's dispatched.
That won't be necessary.
Yeah, we'll do this one.
Strange. venture anywhere alone.
So, you take care of the beast?
Yes.
I knew hiring which would be quickest. So, figure out how it got in there.
You hired me to kill the beast, not investigate.
Well, fair enough. It's just I'll still have to muck around in the matter. I'd have paid extra not to. Here, this is for you. And we'll go to the garrison, talk to the captain. He can try to get to the bottom of this.
Saw you at Chapel's Burning.
Knack, knack.
Who's there?
Witcher Geralt.
Get in here. Boss awaits upstairs. You bloody tell us what this is about.
Just as soon as Geralt arrives. Should he arrive?
You won't plow and talk. Least you can do is pour around.
Oh, literally up the stairs. Not up the ladder. My bad.
Witcher, at last. Now, we're all present.
And up the fucking creek. Why have you summoned us? Radovid's on his ship. We'll not get to him there, I told you.
Stop it! I've an idea how to draw him onto dry land. But all in due course. Let's start by confessing our sins. I let Philippa Eilhart in on our plan. Mea culpa.
Bravo. Bloody bravo.
Now, it's not a disaster. The Lady Sorceress is highly unlikely to warn the brat. What's more, she's willing to help us kill him. Naturally, it's nothing I'll ever agree to. But Phil, she's inspired me. Call her my muse.
Inspired you to do what?
Patience. We've yet to get to the substance of the matter. Geralt, do I recall correctly that Radovid's hired you to find Philippa?
Mm-hmm. Only thing I've found is her hideout. What's your point?
We can use Philippa without involving her, provided you help. Radovid expects you to report to him, bring him information about her. All you need to do is mention her name, intimate that you've a lead, you're on her trail.
Oh, he'll swallow that. Hook, line, sinker, and a good bit of the rod as well.
Let's say Radovid bites, believes me, and none of that's a given. What then?
You'll tell him you've found Philippa's hideout, somewhere where we can easily set a trap and ambush. Suggestions?
Bridge to Temple Isle. Built up both sides. Lots of nooks, gates. Easy to block off from the rest of the city.
Good idea. I'll divide my men, post half on one end, other half on the other, by the gate. And in the middle, Ves, with a well-oiled crossbow.
You see, Geralt, all we ask is that you invite Radovid out for a stroll, bring him to the bridge. We'll take care of the rest. So what'll it be?
Going for it.
I'm in. But once it's done, what then? There'll be an uproar in the city. Panic, maybe. Need a place where we can wait it out.
Thought of that already. Remember Madame Irina's theatre? Abandoned now, not a soul looks in there. Tala and I will await you there.
Await us? Unwilling to risk your own necks?
Not the point. Dijkstra and I have many cocksucking virtues, but fighting ability's just not one of them. Not as fit for that as we are for a bleeding beauty pageant.
Don't worry, Geralt. My people are battle-hardened. They'll manage. You just bring them the king.
Do what I can. Where's his ship moored these days?
Just round the corner in Novigrad's port. And for your sake, I hope he's in a good mood when you look in on him.
Ah, that's Philippa.
The bridge must be clear.
My lads will make sure of that.
Guards round the temple, what about them? Won't they bloody congregate when they see the fight?
Philippa? What the hell are you doing here?
Geralt, don't ask questions you know the answers to. It makes you look stupid. Eavesdropping on your conversation, naturally, with a good deal of interest and a measure of wonder.
Mind telling me what you found puzzling?
Your naivety. Do you honestly believe Radovid will fall for such a crude ruse?
Might be tough to trick, but I think I'll manage.
I hope you take a more serious approach to confronting the Wild Hunt, provided, of course, you survive long enough to undertake it.
Philippa, why even tell me this? Concerned about me that much?
Not at all. It's because I think it vital that Radovid die. You don't want my help, more's the pity. But I shall do what I can to make certain you don't fuck it up. Here, take this.
A ring. Redanian eagle etched in the ruby.
It belonged to Vizimir, Radovid's father. Hand him that, and he may believe you captured me. He might even choose to trust you.
Helpful. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Believe me, I'm prepared to do much more to be rid of Radovid. Good luck, Geralt. You'll need it.
Ram, turn again. Conehead, you just don't look well.
Hey, Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
Alright. Cut the corner. Speed up just a little bit, maybe.
Why are your eyes so strange? Don't step on me! Hello, Geralt! Saw you at Chapel's Burning. Something about you stinks.
Witcher Geralt, what do you want?
An audience. Got new information about Philippa Eilhart.
I'll need your weapons. Now follow me. Your Majesty, the Witcher, with news of Philippa Eilhart.
I hope you brought something better than magic crystals this time.
I know where she is.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you seek to trick me, like the others.
What others?
You see, a rumor went around that I generously reward any who bring information about Eilhart. There's no shortage of the greedy and the stupid, so a queue quickly formed at the gangway to the ship. The first aboard was a hunter. Brought me a dead owl with no eyes. He thought I'd believe it, shower him with gold. I had him blinded, then thrown overboard with a stone tied round his neck. The second was the postmaster from Oxenfurt. Claimed to have a letter she'd penned. It was forged, of course. I had his fingers cut off. He'll never write again. Oh, and I took his tongue. The spoken lie is just as reprehensible. Needless to say, the rest of the queue dispersed quickly.
I'm a professional. Got a reputation to uphold. Be stupid of me to come to you empty-handed.
My father's ring. Philippa used it to stamp her decrees, then distribute them as the word of the king. Where is she?
Under your nose, sire. In Novigrad, in a house on the bridge leading to Temple Isle.
Why haven't you brought her to me?
Gotta capture someone to take them anywhere. All I did was track her down, then stole this ring as proof that I had.
Do you fear her?
No. You want to kill her yourself. With your own hands. I know this.
You shall come with me. Hubrecht, gather the men.
How many, sire?
All of them.
Alright, here comes the fun.
Well, where is she? Where is Philippa?
Like I said, house on the bridge, closer to the other end.
Close off this end. We need no guests, no innocent bystanders, or witnesses. Damian, Duke, Egbert, Freak, Caspar. You shall stay here, secure the rear, and kill the Witcher.
You don't know where Philippa's hiding. Not exactly, without me.
Fret not. We'll manage. Naturally, it would be easier with your help, but you irritate me. You know too much. You impede me too often. And I find your arrogance an annoyance. I've had men killed for less. Follow me.
Oh, these guys are about to have a bad time.
Any last words?
Fuck! Free the Witcher, then Radovid.
Thanks for your help.
Plan's gone to hell. So be it. We'll improvise. Follow me, Geralt. We must get to Radovid before reinforcements arrive.
What now?
I'm stuck. There we go.
Never learn.
Open up! I command you to open the door!
You needed merely to ask. settles the score. And that was from the heart. Forgive me. I could not deny myself the pleasure.
How did she... Where? Why? How the fuck?
Eavesdropped on us, back at the warehouse.
What? And you didn't think it worth mentioning?
Lads, the time to discuss this is later. Radovid is dead. It matters not by whose hand. Mission accomplished. Now let's get the hell away. Place will be thick with Redanians in minutes.
Let's go.
Got it.
Well, what? Is it done?
It's done. Though all did not go according to plan. More on that later. First, a stiff drink and a toast. The North.
Toast.
Temeria.
Temeria!
Bloody Temeria!
Temeria. Ah. What now, Roach? A new guerrilla campaign against the Black Ones?
No. The war just ended.
How's that? There's something I don't know about?
I'd say so. You see, tomorrow at noon, the commander of Army Group Center will sign a truce in Emir's name. A truce whose wording we agreed with Dijkstra.
So back there in Velen, when the trolls nabbed you?
Yes, I was returning from the last round of talks. Emir will keep Edion and Lyria, but in exchange for Radovid's head and a stop to guerrilla activities, he will withdraw from Temeria.
Which will become the Empire's vassal state.
Self-ruled internally, with its own courts, administrative structures and army. The silver lilies will bloom neath the rays of the great sun. So I say were I a poet. But I'm not, so all I'll say is there was no other fucking way.
Haven't told me the whole truth.
You're right on that account. We know you're bloody allergic to politics, decided to emphasize majors and whatnot.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here.
What's that?
Vakmeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Always wanted to play that. Never cast as anything but a halberdier. Geralt, what Tala told you, put it out of your mind. There will be no truce with Nilfgaard. Redania, under my enlightened rule, will fight on until it wins. And when it does, it will unite all the North, including Temeria.
Who could have seen this one coming?
What? Ow! This is not what we Plough agreed.
True. Instead, we insisted on one realm's questionable sovereignty. And to recover it, we gave Emir virtually all the North's other kingdoms. It was not a wise arrangement. So, no deal.
You two-faced Whoreson. I will not allow this.
Actually, you, Roach, should be the first to understand I've no choice.
Why the hell would I understand?
Because you too are a patriot. Geralt, this doesn't concern you. You may go. Fare thee well on your path, or whatnot.
Can't let you kill them, Dijkstra.
Oh, hard luck. Then you'll die with them. Kill them all.
Bloody hell! Bugger me sideways!
That was close. Very close.
It's hardly over. The envoy, due to meet the Nilfgaardians tomorrow. No doubt Dijkstra ordered him killed. We'll need to protect him.
Sorry, you're on your own.
You've had your fill of politics, I understand. Once it's over, come to Vizima. You'll be received with honors. Farewell, Wolf.
You need me to grab another lass to join us?
No, I was thinking it'd be us two and you.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ciri's.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge. It's not going so well.
Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. And I can't blame them.
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Triss and I found her and freed her. It turned out Dijkstra had her, but the situation's under control.
That's a relief.
So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts. The prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
Dandelion.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Daerad. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in.
Guess not.
Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
These humans go wild by the day!
Watch where you're going, eh?
Damn it. Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk.
Fun little glitch there. Hey, I had him.
Ooh.
There we go.
Take off the kid gloves, Geralt.
Help!
Stop screaming, or I'll harm you.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down, we just want to chat.
And then stick a shiv between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
No. Not really, no.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me?
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
Oh, so be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Daerad.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say Daerad's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
Choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
Not officially, but you know how it is.
Ah, that's good info.
They say no one gets out of Daerad alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Oh, yeah.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
Got a snake's tongue as well. I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know.
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
It's a material world, and I'm a
Alright, go talk to Zoltan. Okay.
Wanna dip your dingo? You're a vulgar one. Can see it in
Zoltan.
Get out.
They're holding Margarita at Daerad. plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. We'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf lingering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
So one of my earlier decisions has resulted in this plan having a small hiccup.
Sick of it. I serve the eternal fire.
Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna continue on this quest, so I'll be back in just a moment. See you soon. Okay. I am back. And earlier when they mentioned having a toast, I thought, huh, I should get some toast. So I got toast.
Honor in the fatherland.
Find a way in?
Several. Nearest just through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Shall we begin?
Let's do this. Sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins? Haven't planted sentries there?
They haven't.
How can you be sure?
Novigrad's hierarchs have taken great care to eradicate any and all memories of the city's elven roots. Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one's thought to place sentries there.
Hope you're right.
You're a bigger rat picker than me.
We made it. Her walking speed was driving me crazy.
Here we are.
This is it. Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hemmelfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find two brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally. Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita. I'll be able to pinpoint your location.
Not coming?
Mucking through ruins and sewers? I'd rather leave it to the expert.
Meaning you'd rather waltz in once the hard work's done. Wet clothes. Oh, joy. Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff.
Dang. That's not bad. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I got a new diagram for a thing, and then I'm like, oh, can I craft the thing? And then the game was like, nah. blue thing.
Locked tight. Won't budge. Gotta be a lever around here somewhere.
Secret lever. That's not quite how the song goes. Never mind. Ooh. Oh.
This'll come in handy. That ought to do it.
Ka-chunk. Melon.
Wall looks brittle. Breaks in here.
Well, that was easy. I don't know what to do about this guy.
Alarm! Intruders! Die, whore liquor! Both sides!
Shut up.
Well, didn't quite work out as intended. I don't know if there's necessarily a way that I can sneak this. This game isn't particularly geared toward the sneak.
Had enough.
is this?
Yeah.
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
No chance. We'll both die in here.
Sheila.
They captured her first. Her condition's critical. It's pointless. He'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
Spread out!
Just spin around real fast. Works every time.
Spread out! It's only a witcher!
Too late to surrender.
Okay, I'm trying to follow the mini-map and it isn't going great.
Archers on the roof! All of the stair stations!
Okay. Alright. I could have gone much more smoothly. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I promise. It's okay. It's okay. Alright. We're good. Okay. Get the heals going. Oh, weapon repair kit, yes. Alright. How'd that get there?
All others to their stations! Watch it whirling! Come on, over here! That guy had a chicken leg on him. Awesome. No guilt despite exhaustive interrogation, died during questioning. Arthur de Vlester admitted his guilt the 10th of Berg. Spying man of the Spiker denounced by neighbor for use of magic, acquitted of charges and released.
Reptile man. Oof. Imprisoned for possession and use of magic amulets, weak of mind. Recommendation to assist in guarding other convicts. Please note not to be trusted with pointy objects.
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
Rita! Sheila! When I get my hands on the sons of bitches...
Yenna, I shan't make it.
Hold on. You must hold on.
I'm dying, Yenna. I'm a sorceress. Let me die with dignity.
Yen, get Rita out of here.
Geralt.
Yenna, for once, don't argue with him.
I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
Funny. There was a time I'd have asked you not to do this.
No, you'd never have asked. You're too proud.
I think this is the second time I've more or less cleaned this place out. Alright, level up. Yeah, let's upgrade the whirl attack, it's so good. Oof, that's loud. are we at time-wise? Okay, I got a little more time.
Wonderful.
Pardon me? Excuse me? Pardon me?
Geralt,
What is it?
nothing just yet, but something's afoot. Philippa and Margarita want to speak to me.
Then talk to them. Not like they're out to bite you.
If they do, I'll bite back.
So what's the problem?
I bet they have plans for me. And they're deigning to inform me of them.
Not a conversation you're likely to avoid. I'll go with you if you want.
They'll weigh their words more carefully with you there.
Wouldn't be so sure. But 2 heads are better than 1. Let's get this over with.
Kitty!
You wish to speak?
To you, not to Geralt.
Geralt stays or we both leave?
Let him stay, Phil. He'd learn of it all anyways, eventually.
Fine then, so long as he does not interrupt.
Think of me as part of the decor.
The Lodge once had great plans for you. Important plans. Surely you remember. You were to complete your studies and become one of us. Unfortunately, that did not come to pass. We intend to revive the Lodge, and we renew our offer. You must join us. We are saddened our dear sisters Kira and Sheila will not join in this endeavor, but the circumstances preclude any prolonged mourning. What is your decision? Will you join us?
As before, I'm to marry some princeling and become your puppet.
You were a child then, and we misjudged the situation. This time we offer you a partnership.
The Lodge of Sorceresses has been outlawed throughout the continent. Joining them means facing persecution, always being on the run.
Kings die, realms fall, but magic endures. Realize, please, that you were made for great things. Work with us and you shall achieve them. Just as soon as we teach you to control your power, channel...
I have Avalark for that.
You allow this. Do you truly believe his intentions are pure?
I don't trust him, I don't trust you. But that doesn't matter. Ciri decides.
Sages invariably have hidden agendas. Altruism is simply not part of their constitution. You're a tool in his hands, even if you don't see it.
We will assure you knowledge and protection, but you shall be your own rudder, captain, and ship. And unlike Avalark, we can promise you this.
We don't expect you to commit now. Think it over, what you've heard, what you feel. We will speak when you're ready.
If that is all, then...
We need to go to Skellige, find the Sunstone. Avalark awaits down at the port.
So?
I don't know. Don't really want to talk about it. I'm going for a walk.
I hope she's...
She'll be fine. She's tougher than we think. You ought to visit Avalark. He wished to see you, apparently.
Uh-oh. Alright, so we had a quest that was called Final Preparations, which was then followed by a quest called Battle Preparations. I'm beginning to think the final preparations were not as final as we anticipated. Also, I would also like to bring up that they're always preparing. Just go. Prepare to fast forward. Prepare to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
Take it the Emperor forgot to tell you about this.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come, they're all waiting for us.
Dang it! I fell off the boat. Alright, take two. Whew, we did it. That was a close call.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Anchors away.
That seems just a little bit forced. I don't know about you. That's a lot of boats.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the Mountain Elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Galban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Tell us, please. I absolutely love elven legends.
Galban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Galban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
Plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
I'm off.
Good luck.
Allow me to remind you our arrangement encompassed all the sorcerers wishing to take part in the risky endeavor, whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure you our interests are aligned in those matters as well. I promise to uphold all the conditions of our agreement, despite the fact that it will demand sacrifices of me and leave me in an unfortunate situation. Therefore, I request, politely yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla. With all due respect, Yennefer.
Whoa, 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 stop dancing like that, you're making me nervous.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw them all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. And on Crate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the black ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say. Farewell. Hey, you!
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. There we go.
What are you looking at?
Jarl's punishing him for murder. But they was prisoners he killed. The old mate.
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right. First the sea took my son, and now my man. I'm the only one left. Kavilla, our son, he went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the Kierag cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went. One night, he didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed a torch, and we went looking for him. The Muira Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small comfort, I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
You've no respect for our...
Alright, fast travel over. Man, this is like the second or third stream where I'm just like, yeah, we'll finish The Witcher. Nope. Yeah, we'll finish The Witcher. Nope. Well, we'll finish the main story anyway.
I'll not kneel before an Oncrite, never. That clear to you?
You prefer to eat the black ones?
I'd sooner eat the rights of bleeding Moorhog than let Crack rule all Skelliger.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here's my land, Druid. Watch your words.
Would you be king by Nilfgaard's grace?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
Mistake. Nothing here. Damn, you're ugly.
It's Beyblade. Oh, whoops. That didn't work out.
That's enough.
Wait. This one's really funny. What's the difference between...
Come, we should not stay here. Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Croc's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Croc sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement? Only Croc believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
Listen, Ermion. Know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The Mask of Urberus first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Avid. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arenbjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the Pearl Divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
Alright.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. You must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
Smell a car. Give him out.
Okay, bandit camp looted. Hey, Ermion.
Hey
Mr.
there.
Merchant?
Come, take a gander.
There we go.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares.
you didn't got much.
So long.
Hey, Ermion. Bye, Ermion. Magical teleporting horse. Thank you. Oh, come on, Roach. Should have done that sooner.
Let's go.
Hey! Oh, that's still one. Thanks for the rescue.
Slow now. Whoa.
Come on, Geralt. That's a tree. There you go.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind.
More
my
important.
calculations, today's the day Gevorg, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath, and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to mention a curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind. Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige. Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Oh!
Eyvind.
What?
I... just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Writing a historical treatise on the Enshe Elves, under Ermien's tutelage.
Ermion? Man never cared a whit about the elves of the mountains. I've seen through you, Yudkin Rider. Cut me to bits if you like, I'll never tell you about the cavern.
I tried. almost didn't make that. Alright.
Must be the pearl diver's boat.
Look, Erling, told you we wasn't done for the day. Didn't even have to fish this one out.
You daft? Can't you see he's a witcher?
What's a witcher doing here?
Never heard of Skelliger's looting fallen warriors. That a tradition? I mean, these are your own people.
You not advise? What do you mean, our own? These are Pharaoh scum.
Went after the black ones with 2 longships. Fish brains.
Listen, heard you know a thing or two about elven ruins in Skellige.
Who says?
Hermione.
You'll not tell him what you saw today, will you?
Depends.
Elven ruins, you say? What you want to know?
Druid mentioned some cavern you've never been able to enter. Where is it?
East of Caer Trode. In a cove you can only reach from the sea. But what you exactly...
Well, that was that. Okay. Fast travel back to the harbor. And I think I'm gonna have to actually call it here. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was a pretty quiet one today. I apologize as subs. I didn't the sleeps. It was not a good sleepies day, but that's okay. I'll probably be playing more of this tomorrow. I really, really, really want to finish the main story. But, oh my gosh, the final quest line is so long! We'll get through it, though. We will get through it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm planning on tomorrow, unless something comes up. But, yeah, that said, I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, or night, whatever is in your area. And God bless.